Hi, I'm Vedrick Shelby, and today I'll be sharing my summarized Think Connect chart based on 6 important readings about how we learn to read, and I'll break it down into 3 different parts. Those parts is what I learned, what new things I discovered, and how things that I already know I want to research. As far as summarize, what ideas are clear to me? First, Rayner and others taught me that reading is not an inherent skill. It's something our brain learns through step-by-step instruction. They emphasize that phonics, which is something I'm big on, phonics that involves learning the sounds that letters make is crucial for good reading skills. Ziegler introduced the concept of grain size. This means that in different languages, the relationship between sounds and letters can be very difficult. English is particularly challenging because some of the words that you see do not sound like what they look like. And so that can be kind of difficult for children to learn how to read. Thompson and his team demonstrated that the way you are taught to read as a child has lasting effects. If you learn to read using phonics, you're more likely to become a better reader as an adult. Aquili discussed something known as statistical learning. This is when the brain detects patterns in words without a conscious, without realizing it, which enhances the reading and better comprehension of the words that you're reading. Perfetti explained that strong readers possess something called lexical quality, meaning they understand how a word looks, sounds, and what it signifies. This comprehensive understanding enables them to read more effectively. Frost, he clarified how different reading systems like English, Hebrew, or Chinese operate differently. This indicates reading instruction must be done by each specific language. Each language you read differently in those different languages. What new insights I gained. These readings truly broadened my perspective. I used to believe that reading was solely about sounding out words, but I understand it also involves the mental connections between letters, sounds, and meanings. I was surprised to learn, me personally, I was surprised to learn that elementary education shapes our reading abilities in adulthood, highlighting that, that helps us later on in learning how to do other types of instruction as well when it comes to that type of reading. I also had considered that our brains can recognize word patterns without hard instructions. Just as we grasp rhythms in music, we also detect patterns in spelling and in grammar. Lastly, I realized that reading instruction can not be uniform across all languages. What is the effective in English may not be suitable for Spanish or in Hebrew. And connect. What questions remain? Even though I've gained much knowledge, I still wonder, how can we support students who struggle with reading in English, particularly when the spelling rules can be different or can be hard? What does reading instruction look like in regions where the spelling is more regular, such as in Spanish-speaking countries? Big question. Can music aid students in recognizing patterns in words, similar to how it assists them in rhythms and in counting? With music, we count. So can music actually enhance those, helping students learn how to read? As someone who teaches music and values literacy, I see a significant connection between music and reading. Both rely on rhythm, both rely on timing, and both rely on patterns. Here are a few research questions I'm considering. How can music-based learning enhance pattern recognition in early reading instruction. Another question: what are the most effective methods for teaching reading, teaching and English and other languages? And how does early phonics instruction influences a person's reading ability in the future? In closing of my video, I want to thank you for listening to my presentation. These articles have deepened my understanding of complexities in reading and the importance of teaching it in ways that truly work. I'm excited to continue learning and exploring methods to utilize music in helping students become better readers as they go through music, to help students become better readers throughout their journey in learning. Thank you.